A live look at Long Beach right now. Look at it out there. It is dry, the sun peeking through, but you can still see all those clouds are hovering over the area. That means we are not through it, at least not yet. Marina Jurica joins us now with our next weather forecast. And Marina, at least we're through the worst of it, right?
Very true. And I think we're all collectively breathing easier now that the worst of it is over. We are going to get a quick clipper of a system rolling in as we head into tonight. Quick being the key word because we need a fast mover after how much rain we saw over the last 3 days. You can see that nice area of low pressure rotation around that area of low pressure throughout San Francisco and bringing in some heavy rain to the Monterey area, and that'll gradually make its way down into our region. But by overnight tonight into tomorrow, we'll already kick it out of here. So it is a fast mover, and we are only going to see maybe 1 inch to 3 inches of rainfall with this system. Los Angeles, boy, picked up on 12¼ inches of rainfall with this last system, and that is a total since January 1st. So comparing it to all the other cities, you can see that it is definitely leading by a whole lot. But that will change, of course, as we head into the next few weeks, as we are actually going to go into a nice 5-day dry stretch after tonight. But tonight is the key word. Ontario checking in at 53 degrees right now. West winds at 10. It is a bit of a brisk northwesterly wind, and that'll continue throughout tonight. It's a colder system that's moving in tonight from Canada. So as this quick clipper low rolls through, it's going to drive in a lot of cold air advection behind it. So we'll see some pretty chilly highs on both Thursday and Friday as a result. But right now we're in the upper 50s and 60s. We'll struggle in the 50s tomorrow with that brisk northwesterly wind, and then we'll slowly start to inch back up into the 60s by the weekend. So there's that area of low pressure. It'll glide down into Southern California, and this one more system until we've got a good, nice 5-day stretch without seeing any rainfall, which will be nice. We need a little bit of a break. Everybody needs it out there. So hour by hour as we head into the night tonight, we're going to be looking at a few sprinkles this afternoon and maybe a few snow showers up in the higher elevations, but it's really later on this evening. Probably not the best timing, but between 5 and 6 o'clock, it'll enter into Ventura County. Then it'll push into LA County as we head into 7 to 9 p.m. That'll be the heaviest of rain, and you can see that it is quite heavy rain, but fast moving rain. It is not going to stall out. It is not going to continue to dump rain in our region. It'll move out of our area. And then as we push into 9 to 10 p.m. tonight, heaviest of rain will be situated as we head into Orange County, pushing up against the mountain ranges. Snow levels will start at about 4,000 feet, but they will drop to 3,000 feet overnight tonight. So the Grapevine, if you're traveling up the I-5 corridor, will pick up on a dusting to 2 inches of snow as we head into tonight. So if you're traveling late into early tomorrow morning, keep that in mind. And then look at that. By the time we head into 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we are pretty much in the clear. So it is fast. It'll start at about 5 p.m. tonight in Ventura County, head throughout LA County with the heaviest of rain from 7 to 9, kick out of Orange County by about 10 or 11 o'clock. Little bit of light sprinkles left over until about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, maybe just a sprinkle or two with a little bit of energy left over from that system. Friday looks great. So we do have a winter weather warning for a good part of all of our mountain communities, and that's until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Snow levels will drop all the way to 3,000 feet. So it is pretty low. The system is colder, but anything above 6,000 feet could pick up on another 1 or 2 feet of snowfall as we head into this approaching system. So it's going to be a big snowmaker, even though it's fast. So looking at the LA and OC metro area for the next extended few days. Today is beautiful, but the system will roll in tonight. It'll drop our temperatures down into the 50s as we head into tomorrow. We might see a little bit of light sprinkles off and on, and then on Friday it'll be pretty. Other than mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the 50s, we're going to be enjoying our TGIF, heading into a gorgeous weekend, which I think all of us deserve. We are going to be looking at a great sunny Saturday and Sunday with temperatures moving into the mid 60s, which will be a really nice warm up as high pressure takes over. So you know those trouble spots. It's a quick system, but we could still see some issues with drainage in low-lying areas. We could see a little bit of urban and small stream flooding tonight, but we rebound so nicely as we head into the end of the week and the weekend. It'll be a good time for us to clean up and catch up before I'm sure another atmospheric river will be our way by next week. Back to you.
And Marina, let's talk briefly about those rain totals. They've been so dramatic, really. Topanga, I think, was one of the highest ones we've seen. Woodland Hills. Where are we again with those? And were those as high as expected, or did we surpass even all of our expectations, what we were anticipating as early as last week?
Well, Ross, we were anticipating 10 inches, and that was pretty much where we were seeing those numbers sit. But 13 inches for Agora Hills, Woodland Hills, a lot of those areas saw those big numbers at 13 inches. And then downtown LA saw 8.5 inches. Pasadena and Altadena saw 9.5 inches. So we were pretty close in the majority of our area and that 8 to 10 inch mark, which is where we knew we would be sitting with this system. But then some of those numbers did get exceeded by 2 or 3 inches. There was so much moisture available with this system. It's a tropical, subtropical system. So once that atmospheric river taps into all of that available moisture and the gate is open and you get a stalled system, there's just no end in sight. And that's why this one lasted for 3 days. And with an El Nino year, a super El Nino year, the moisture is super available out there. So once that door just creaks open, atmospheric river taps into all that available moisture, then we get these super events. So I do not think it's going to be the last one for sure.
Wow. Well, that is difficult to hear because we broke so many records, right? You know, we had so much ground saturation across the Southland. How do you think it wound up turning out? Did you see more mudslides than you had anticipated, or do you think we got off relatively easy compared with the amount of rain we got?
I think it could have been worse. I mean, it always can be worse, right? And so because of the certain types of soils that we have all across the region, more of a clay-based soil, we did see a little bit less runoff. But it's always tough with cement because it doesn't absorb anything. So you're going to get street flooding. That's why we always flood in LA, and the freeways always have issues just because there's nowhere to go with cement. But if you have clays and you have soil types that tend to absorb a little bit more of that moisture, then you're able to get more of that super saturation rate. But we were so saturated and it was just sitting off the coast. There was just nothing for it to do but create flooding concerns. But I think overall everyone drove safe. Everyone really took it easy out there, and I'm really happy that everyone heeded all those warnings.
All right, Marina, thank you so much. We know you're going to be following this throughout the afternoon and into the early evening for us. Thanks again.